Hey everyone, Carter and I are here to show you how to make your form, your checklist, or your ebook fillable using a free tool that I think is bum.com and truly goes beyond when you're using something that is typically free. Now, I was creating a tutorial for my Tech Studio awesomeness to be able to really truly utilize PDF Escape. And so I thought, why not cut this down and give you guys a piece of what I'm giving them, which is something way more. So right now, I noticed that everyone asks, how can I make my ebook fillable? How can I make my forms fillable? How can I make my checklist fillable? So in order to do that, I wanted to show you what I love and use, which is called pdfescape.com. And so let's go ahead and jump into a full-on tutorial on making things fillable just the way you would like it. So the first things first, when you go ahead and upload your PDF into PDF Escape, you're going to go here on the insert and go to the form field option. When clicking on the form field option, you're going to automatically get this option to be able to choose whether you want to do insert text, a text paragraph, checklist, radio, drop down, list box, reset button, and submit button. And we're going to go through all of these different options. So if you choose the text option, text is typically used if they're the people who are filling out this particular form are only going to be entering minimum text. So maybe just one word or two words. So if you're needing somebody to fill out like sentences and actually give you their full background story, something that's going to take more than 4 or 5 words, then I suggest using the text paragraph option. And so the text and text paragraph option going to have about the same type of look and feel. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you the text paragraph option. And so once you select that, then you're going to click where on the PDF screen you would like to have that text paragraph. And so I would like to have it here. And so I'm going to click here. So once the box pops up, you can click and drag it around to drop it where you would like that text to go. And so I wanted to go above these lines. And then I also wanted to cover all of the lines. And so you can use these 4 options here. Click, drag, and hold, if you see, to be able to change the sizing as you would like. And so I just want to have it here. Now, if you notice, there have been settings that pop up for this particular box. And so if you want, you can change what the text will look like when people start typing inside of the box. And so they can choose the Arial, the Courier New, I probably said that wrong, Courier New, Times New Roman. And this, like I said, this is just the look and feel of how the text will look when they insert the text into the box. And so you can change the sizing, which I like to be between the 12 and 14 size. You can change if it will be bold or italicized, and what color the text will be when they type inside. And so I want it to be purple. You also have an option to delete that text paragraph box or change the settings on the type. So the different settings is you can name it. You can have it read only to where they're only able to read the text. You can also have it to be required to where they have to fill out their particular text paragraph before they can save it. Multi-line is something I definitely suggest to have selected, because what that will allow is that when people are typing, instead of it just being a long line of text, it automatically turns it into paragraph form. And so it's just the moment that it reaches the end of this box, it'll move to the next line. But if you do not have the multi-line selected, then literally their text is just going to keep going, and then you will need to click inside the box and hit the space option to see everything that they typed into the box. There's also where you can choose the max character length, meaning how many words or letters that they can type inside of this box. And then you can also have the do not scroll option. And do not scroll options means that when they type so much that fills this paragraph up, it will not scroll to keep showing the remaining of the text for them to continue to go. You can also choose if the text will be left aligned, center, or right. And I want it to be centered just to show you the different options when we look at it after saving it. Then you hit OK. Now, if you're wanting to create more paragraphs within, more text paragraph options within the PDF that you're editing, literally all you have to do, as long as this is still selected, is to just click. and you can create as many as you need. And then of course, if you want to drop them other places, you can click, grab, and just move it around. Now if you realize you have created too many, then you're going to click on the box that you want to remove, and then you can delete it. Okay. Now, let's just say, why other would this be a good option? This is also a good option if you realize you received a PDF that you want to fill out to send back to someone. And at this point, you don't want to download it to be, I mean, when I say download, I mean print it out to be able to fill that out, because then you have to upload it back onto your computer. And so this is also a good option if you're wanting to edit someone else's PDF that they've sent you. And so when you create those text paragraphs where you're trying to insert your answers at, then you just go ahead and click inside the box and start typing your information here. And that is where the read only option in the settings came from, because when you type this option, if you do not select the read only part, then what will happen is when they download it, they can edit these text boxes as well. But if it's read only, they would not be able to edit it. They would just see what you typed here. I'm going to delete that because when I show you at the end how it all looks, I want to show you when I type in, we're going to get these exact same settings. Everything is going to still be in Times New Roman font, size 13, and purple color. And I want to do a darker color. Okay. If you wanted to utilize some of the other options we've seen, such as the checklist, the checkboxes, or the radio options, now all you have to do is click here again to bring up the option, and then you go back down to the drop down menu and then go to something like I said, the checkbox, and then hit select. So then once you decide where you want that checkbox to go, you're going to click and the checkbox shows up. And so you can add as many checkboxes as you like. You can click and drag them where you would like them. So maybe I want them to check off these different options. And then I can also adjust the size of those checkboxes. Now, what I do suggest is clicking inside of these boxes to change that these boxes are already selected, because when you download them, it's going to download as what it sees. And so if you leave the checkbox inside the boxes, when you download and save this PDF, those checkboxes will still be present in the boxes. You can also notice that you do have the option to change the color of the checks in the boxes. And so, sorry, let's delete that one. If I click here, I can change the colors. So that way, when they hit the checkbox, you can see the colors change. There's also an option to change what is inside the box. So it doesn't have to be a check mark. And so what you'll do, you'll click here to the settings button, and then you can choose under check type what you would like to see. So you can choose a circle. And so if you hit OK and click here, you can see that it's a circle. You can also go back and you have options to choose a diamond, a square, a star, a cross. And again, you can also make this read only. So if you're a person that is sending this PDF back filled and you needed to check out these options and you don't want nobody to change your selection, then read only would be what you would like. And so let's do the star, because I want you to see the way it will look when we download it. And so I'm changing all these different options so you can see. And then hit OK. And then I'm going to do one as read only so you can see what I mean. And then let me go ahead and have this. And if you can see, even before I'm downloading the document, I cannot change the selection here. So as many times as I click, I cannot make that part fillable. And so if I undo that, then again, now you can change the option. Okay. Another option that is commonly used is the radio button option. Now, please be mindful if you need multiple radio buttons, meaning there is for question 1, you need them to select an option. For question 2, you need them to select the option. Then you need to re-click on the form fill option to create a new set of radio buttons. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So the first set of radio buttons, we're going to click select under radio. And so under this question, I want radio buttons. And so I want about 4 different options, right? Okay. if I wanted to have those same 4 different options under here, I would need to click here and create a new radio button option and then do that. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you notice, the radio button allows you to make one selection. So you choose, oh, let me delete this and let me click here to disable. Okay, because you can choose which option you want. And so if you notice now, these are 2 different selections. And so if you also notice, and I'm going to go back one step to, and make my 4 selections here. But if you also notice here, you can choose the option to change the color. You can also go into the settings and choose what the check value will be as well. You can also choose if it's required or read only. And the reason why I clicked on the click here to disable, because if I clicked anywhere else on the screen, I'm still creating radio buttons. And so if I no longer want to be creating radio buttons under this particular radio buttons option, clicking here to disable will no longer cause any more radio buttons to pop up. Also, if you notice, if you click back here, you can always change the settings again. And so all you have to do is just click, and then you can change it to whatever you like. And if you notice, as we change it, it changes what it will look like inside. So, other options that you can choose from, just want to show you the other ones that are commonly used, are drop-down menus. And so if you wanted to create a drop-down menu, select the drop-down option, click here, and then you would type what that drop-down option would be. Once you click here, you can click on the settings option to create what those drop-down menu options will be. And so maybe one option will be saying buy. Oh, I got the caps lock on, buy. The next option will be go, and all I'm doing is typing what the option will be, then hitting enter to go to the next line. And so yo, hey, girl, and you can type as many as you want. And again, each one of these lines are a different option that they can select from the drop down menu. And so what I would do is click enter to insert the next word or phrase, and then click OK. After I do this, if you notice, if I click on this button, there go the selections I can have. And then once I make that selection, it is now shown in this drop down option. And again, you can change the sizing, you can change the color, you can change the font. And so when they make their selections, it's automatically put into the box. So after you have created your radio buttons, design it, oops, forgot to click to disable it. Design different buttons, added your text fields, added your check boxes, your drop down boxes. Then you're going to go ahead and save it. And so if you go to this option here, you can go ahead and save to download the PDF. If you want to go ahead and print it, then you can print it from here. So I'm going to click save, and it's going to quickly save to my computer. And now I want to show you what it looks like. And I know it's a little crazy, but I just want to show you that all of the settings, the colors, the shapes did save and come and shows when I open it. Okay, so I'm back, and if you notice, everything saved as it should. So the X is here, the star is here, same colors, checkbox just as big as ever, same colors. Radio boxes are here. Radio boxes are here. You also notice that the text box is here. And so if I say something here, I can't spell. Okay. The radio buttons are here, the checkbox options. So, you know, everything's saved appropriately. The drop down box is the same color still. So if you can see the changes that we made, the shapes, the colors, everything saved. So I hope that this helped you guys. Please let me know if you have any questions. Happy to have shared with you guys. Have an awesome day.